Here we go. Karen Pettit Materna again has done now 2 videos. There's this one, and then there's one after this so far. So I will record as I'm doing these things. I will obviously comment as I need to. But this is again, here we go. 12/20, 2019. Here's this woman again with the rest of them doing what they do consistently.
National tragedy and multiple
Y'all want to see me. Hold on.
Proof of that individual, that then all of a sudden they try to spin the proof to something else to try to a narrative.
Hello. I got to get out of here, but we're going to listen to this for a second.
And we'll close attention and you just listen. You know, they will come out.
Okay, and we're going to leave it right here, which is exactly his non-responses. Look at them.
When you don't respond the way they want you to.
Oh, look at them.
Just because I make
How
a
many
video
of those
doesn't mean
is
it's
he
any
actually
response to these
talking
individuals
about
at all.
me in when he's not responding?
You show proof.
Oh, looky there.
Every video I make is not a response.
Now we're going to listen for a second.
They do, however,
Hold on.
stalk everything I've got and try to rescope it and such.
And it's inevitable. They lose their fucking minds. They get completely triggered.
Is he still saying the same thing, trying to convince himself?
Pay real close attention and you just listen. You know, they will come out and they will try to provoke. They will try to antagonize. They will try to do all these different things. And when you don't respond the way they want you to, they lose their fucking minds. They get completely triggered. When, you know, they'll come out and they're like, oh, you're a liar. Then you show proof of it. And then all of a sudden they try to spin the proof to something else to try to perpetuate some new fucking narrative and to try to somehow get you angry.
This is him not responding.
And it's a never-ending story. It's a never-ending thing.
Other people.
And you see, the thing of it is, law enforcement only has but so much time. All right, they can only do so much. They can only devote so much manpower and time into these things.
Oh, now he's going to make an excuse.
You know,
Listen.
as intricate and detailed and as much as there is with all the stuff with all this. So if you really just sit back and you are very, you know, kind of listen.
Yeah, like I'm doing.
Yeah, they'll get mad because you don't respond the way they want you to.
No, you're responding.
You'll see that
with the same garbage every time.
Something new. They'll try to shade something. They'll try to like I guess somebody's trying to say something about, why do you have that proof? Are you trying to stalk and harass? Like it's never fucking ending. So obviously there's a lot of people they have fucking tried to destroy that don't like them, that have a ton of information.
What?
And when you've gone,
he's so
much into
butthurt.
People's lives that they have tried to insert themselves to everyday life, not just the internet life.
You mean like you
everyday
did
life.
today?
And
Yeah.
When they do that,
You do that a lot.
they have a tendency to piss people off.
Yeah, you piss
Now,
people
when
off.
you have
They don't
somebody
like
who's
it.
not backing
They don't
down,
like your
they
lies.
won't, you know, bow down to what they want. People who are afraid otherwise will send you information. They will send you things. They will give you links. They will do all these different
What do you
things.
give circus tokens for those?
It's amazing. And there's something that some people need to realize and remember, that on domestic violence,
Listen to
there is
this.
a 2-year statute of limitations. So when they're out and they're trying to say they're going to their police departments and stuff like that to say harassing a victim, well, you see, then that would mean that you would have to go.
Well, if you go by his thought process,
it's
a victim statement, so that's a victim.
And then they can reopen
He doesn't get it both ways.
that case, especially with the witness tampering issues.
Witness tampering
see,
issues.
They're not going to do anything.
Is
It's a
he
bunch of
speaking for
threats,
the
a bunch of
Turners?
bullshit, and they can't
He
make their
sounds
mind
like the
up.
Turners.
Either something didn't happen or did happen, and then when you show proof.
Again, I'm not addressing even these people. I'm telling the other people that they have been harassing and attacking, like to not respond, etc., and let them understand what's been going on. And you hear this lady, she's losing it. Like she's all trying to spin everything that I say, and there's no addressing her or anyone for that matter. Okay, there's no addressing them. This is me talking to other people who these people have been attacking and affecting their lives, and she's trying to spin it like it's something it's not. There's nothing. I mean, this is nothing. This is not me calling her names. This is not me saying shit about her. This is not me making accusations or anything like that. Like, this is just me having, talking to some people, and she's trying to spin that even. See, even if the good things I hear that I do, like the veteran conversation between myself and the two veterans, and now in one of the videos earlier, she's talking about she wants to talk to that one of the veterans who's a Vietnam veteran, and she wants to talk shit about him now. And that's what they do. They'll stalk my things like this. That have nothing to do with them. This is like, there's not mentioned at all. There's no accusations. They're not mentioned at all in this. This is me talking to other people and telling them not to respond to these people and their attacks any longer, and to let them like just do what it is that they do. And she's trying to spin it. And they go out. I have a conversation, like I said, between me and the two veterans. And now she wants to go out. They've gone after Dave Dora, who was an Army veteran. They constantly go after him because he doesn't suck their ass. Now, Crazy Horse is a Vietnam veteran who now Materna wants to go after him and start talking. You know what I mean? Like, that's what they do. They'll go to my stuff, and anybody who even just pops on my stuff, whether they call in or otherwise, they want to go attack them as well. It's disgusting. This is what they do. And then they try to play the victim like they've done all this. She's playing right here. What I'm saying in this video, and I've said all day long, is nothing addressing them. I don't directly come out and address any of them. I'm telling people directly, like, or generally what people are trying to do, and to not respond. That's what I did all day. Other than one video where I was asked to show proof that somebody said something by that individual. So I showed the victim statement that they had with no identifying information, but I showed them. And then all of a sudden these people tried to twist this. No matter what you do, you can't win. So at this point, like I said, after that, I'm not showing them anything. I'm not giving them anything. What you hear right here, what they're doing, and I'm literally saying nothing about them. I'm not going on about them. I don't mention their names or otherwise.
See, that's what they're going to do.
He's interfering himself, inserting himself into a
don't engage,
case.
Don't get all like angry and everything else. If you want to come on here and have a conversation like to somebody else, even if it's not like directly to them, they're going to spin it. And like you're doing now, I'm just talking about some stuff that's going on. I'm trying to get people to understand what needs to be done.
I'm just talking about some stuff going on too. And you'll lose your mind.
They will.
And you will make videos.
Who, in fact, the one who is harassing
and show
you,
who, in fact, you are.
Who is doing what. And it's when they've made 8 videos in a day and then been on somebody else's video.
But like him for like 4 days? And look at all these. These are just within the last, these are within the last.
Show proof, and you show proof, and then they want to spin the proof. It's the way they do. It's the way they do these things.
These are just within the last 3-4 days.
You know,
yes, I can make quick little videos about different things that have nothing to do with these fucking people. But do you see how she tries to spin all of this to make it seem like it's more than it is, when they're the ones doing the attacking? This is what they've done all the time. I can make as many little videos as I want to. Sometimes I'll just play a song. Sometimes I'll go on and have a conversation with like a couple of people. But they'll turn everything. They try to say, oh, that's an attack. That's an attack. There's nothing even about them. Literally, there's nothing about these people. And this is what she and the other ones try to do all the time.
I'm going to say the exact same thing as, when I'm shown proof of an individual being at Columbine, who was actually there the day that the
I want to see proof,
happened,
because if you did what you said, you lied to law enforcement.
I see proof of that individual, that they were in fact there on that day during the shooting.
I didn't interfere with your case, nor is anybody conspiring with your ex-wife to do anything.
To show proof of.
Right. But you said it.
Again, you can't.
And you said it to law enforcement.
Demand proof of this, that, and this, and that. And then what you want to do is now for almost what?
Did he lie? Ooh, did he lie? Or did he do something that bad? Ooh, I don't know. But like I said, he should really show how he gave all this evidence over to the police. And if he did, what did they say? And what did they do with it? Did they say they were going to arrest Pam? No, they did not. He's a liar.
I never once said they're arresting Pam. Never one time did I say that. Not even close to that.
He is a liar.
What, almost a year now?
Ever.
Or at least like the last 8 months. The whole Columbine thing has been a question. And
Good God, Columbine.
Shown, period.
Cropper. nobody gives a shit. If that is all you have, you don't have to make another video
these videos and doesn't give a shit.
Your fairy dust is just, I mean, that fairy dust came out of your ass, landed, and has been wiped up a million times, and nobody gives a shit.
She's still her law.
You don't have to make 36 more videos about it.
Still in her.
So that, you know, people can choose not to show and use the, hey, I don't owe you anything. And, you know, you're right, but you look like a fucking fool. So then you try to come out.
You look like a fucking fool.
You demand, the man proof.
This is the man that says that he should not respond. Let's look again.
I'm not directly responding to
and his obsession.
Again.
With all of us. Uh-huh.
All of them. These are direct, regular videos. Most of them have nothing to do with these people. But you see what she's trying to do. She's trying to spin it and crowd target and claim that all these videos are about them. Not even close.
And all his lovely, fraudulent advice he gives over the internet. Mm-hmm. Lying.
Of something else that someone else said, but yet they don't want to do it. And then they want to talk about hypocrisy. Okay? So.
Yes, let's talk about hypocrisy. You mean kind of like when you say that a victim's statement is proof, but yet, on the other hand, somebody that signs a victim statement against you.
See what they try to do.
It's not proof, right?
These people.
Mm-hmm.
These people, it's not. Stop. So if you come on here, like I'm talking to y'all right
now. Look, it's nonstop with him.
Going at them.
This doesn't include the Wednesday before Thanksgiving and the 5 days he didn't sleep.
And I know that they're here. Right. I'm sure that they are because.
Listen closely, he says.
Stuff, even if they're
stalk his stuff.
Else. But when you don't respond the way they want you to, then they get.
No, actually, you respond perfectly fine.
Bad. And it shows. And it's showing now. So,
hey,
again, you'll see if you pay attention to these
nobody's mad. We're all laughing at you.
You're making 50
explain to everybody
videos,
about
right?
not firing back. You can make a video.
This is his not firing back.
Right?
This is me talking to other people, telling them not to
come on, talk with your friends, whatever the case may be. You can talk about the situations that are going on without directly interacting or directly addressing the individuals who are the ones.
Oh, if he doesn't directly do
harassing you,
okay,
or threatening you, or whatever the case may be. You can have a conversation and explain to people like, see, that's how that works.
For real.
Forth, you have to understand is like if, let's say the video is made about me today. If I come on here and I rage, or if I get mad, or if I, come out and I start talking to them about shit or threatening them or accusing them.
Oh, have you done that in the past? He's telling on himself again.
Coming on having a discussion with people who tune in.
I've already said in the past that
I don't think he's having a discussion with anybody. With his 23 people watching.
Is not back and forth. Me trying to give people an insight to the fact of what's going on.
Still trying to cover his little hurt butt.
All these things. If you're not doing the back and forth, there's nothing. They can't. It's just them being the aggressors. Okay, so me coming out here and telling everybody what's going on. Tell everybody.
I'm telling everybody what's going on. Look, this is the River Wolf saying that he does not do anything, and that everything he says he leaves public. Well, look.
Now,
that's not true because this is only the last. Y'all can answer in here. Let's get some interaction. Hold on. Let's get some interaction. Y'all answer in here. This is like the last 3 days, maybe. 3 days. Is this everything this man has ever said in the public? I would like a response, please. Is this everything he's ever said?
People that sent me this said nobody responded.
Answer.
So stops the video.
The last, it's.
So, let's see.
The school shooting happened, right? You can come on, talk with your friends, whatever the case may be.
And that everything he says, he leaves public.
So I guess that was the end of it. So I'm going here. Nobody responds to her. I'm just going to go ahead and stop this one and go on to the next. Oh, wait a minute. I just got a message. Cancel this. Let me share. Because I just got a message saying that, in fact, this lady went live a third time. So this one here, I'll refresh. Excuse me. So there was the second one. It's almost a half hour. And then here's a third one. Again, trying to provoke me, right? So this is an attorney. And she's doing these in her attorney's office, mind you. So I'm going to stop this. Actually, you know what? Let's just go in to do this one. Let's just do it. Okay. Maybe if it'll work. Sometimes it wants to freeze everything up, unfortunately. Let me make sure that it's actually sharing the correct thing here. All right, is it still recording? It is. Let's go with this one.
So almost a month, I offered to say, look, this.
All right, let's see. I'm going to try to finish this up because I have to go.
She's in her office, mind you, when she does these. And again, my other account that I had, they reported from where I was showing the proof about what this lawyer did. And they reported my account to have it removed, my other videos in my account. So that's where those other videos are at.
Hello. Hey, how are y'all? I want y'all to hear this part real quick. Yeah. My phone rang. It might ring again, but I can't stay on here very long. I got to get
you up.
But she said
and trip you up in bullshit. But what they're doing themselves is they're, in fact, the ones tripping themselves up. They're the ones showing hypocrisy. They're the ones proving to law enforcement and to everybody else what their intentions are. On top of the fact, let's not forget that in August, everybody was offered the truth thing to stop, be grown-ups, and just fucking go on life. Now, a bunch of them decided not to. Then they said, we weren't invited. Okay, so was it a little after Thanksgiving, so almost a month, I offered to say, look, this is including everybody. Let's just stop, act like grown-ups, and just walk away from everything with our lives and just go on with our lives. And I have the videos where they basically said, no, they weren't going to do it. Fuck you. And
Shauna, who is my friend Rob? I don't know who that is. Hey, listen, he just said that, okay, I don't know what, I really don't even know how to answer that because, or even respond or even say anything because he left out the whole part where he entered into a truce in August so that he could try to destroy my life with lies.
And that is absolutely false. This woman started attacking even more. She started attacking beforehand. The truce had nothing to do with destroying this woman's life. This woman called me a pedophile, et cetera, and other things before then. It had nothing to do with that. She's trying to play the victim after all the shit that she's done. She's now trying to claim that somehow people were trying to target her life. And again, all these videos are not about hey Dora, it's the friend of mine who's a veteran. We did a video again last night talking about right here, or was it last night? This is here. This is another one we did though, just sitting there bullshitting. I do videos and they don't have to do with all of these people. And when I do videos that don't have to do with these people, they still get triggered and start a bunch of bullshit. But again, these are not even all about them. And most of them, I don't even address them directly. I don't say their names or anything else. But yet here she is again trying to spin this. Now this is Shauna Mune out of Colorado. She's another one of their little she's one they like to send out to be their little Chihuahua mouthpiece when she's available. I'm pretty sure she'll end up being out here making videos after these at some point this evening. But I'm going to go ahead and just record this and continue doing what I was doing. I got some stuff to do, so I'll stop and record and comment as I need to.
Oh, what is it? When I get off, Shauna, I'll unblock it. I don't know which one it is. So just tell me and I'll unblock it. But then he says in November, he tried to do another truce. And I think, once again, didn't he come out and wasn't he like all over again, obsessed with Karen Materna and asking for information? And that's when he went on his 5-day.
Nope. Not even.
Thanksgiving, I'm going to sit in front of my computer and do nothing except for whine and bitch and complain for 5 days.
Which didn't
happen. I think that was it.
And
again, this is just, let me show this again. This is just in the last, what? He wants to talk about somebody doing 8 videos. This is just in like the last 3 days.
Yeah, but this person's done 8 videos about me. There's a difference.
I mean, and I probably am in 80% of that.
Probably not.
So, you know.
Probably not. Matter of fact, guaranteed
there's proof.
Not.
There's your proof. And by the way, I wanted everybody to say, is this everything that this man has ever said in the public online?
And again, I say,
is this all of it? He's only been online the last 3 to 4 days talking.
The attorney.
Because, you know, that's what he said. He said he never, ever hides anything or has a reason to hide anything.
I don't hide anything.
Well, I don't think everything's up.
And again, they had my account.
I think he's taken a lot down, including the, you know, just the approximately 50-something videos that NJ Turner made sure I had that he did attacking her and Justin.
Oh, no, I attacked them.
That's not anywhere either.
That's interesting. I bet you the Turners will take the same
and let's just do this too to further show his complete and total obsession with me. Says he's got everything he's ever done is out there for everybody to see. Okay, let's see how many times. One. Oh, look, he's got a big 33 views. Oh, he's so popular.
Those videos are being stored for a reason.
Here's my name. Look, this is when he starts to attack Val. Oh, look, there's where he wants to say there was a false police report filed. And this is when he...
Supposedly when I attacked Val, right? Now, again, Valerie is the sergeant from the NYPD who made 19 videos, okay, in 3 days. And 9 of those had my name in the title. Like 19 videos about me trying to provoke and start some bullshit. And 9 of them had my name in the title. And I attacked that person. This is, again, how they try to spin these things.
Antagonized Pam and said that maybe she should have a heart attack and such.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, by doing this and doxing her. And me, but you know what? He can go fuck himself because I really don't care what he does.
He doesn't even live at the address.
Then there's some more Judy. Oh, look, he decides to insert himself into me. Look, is he involved in any of this? No.
Back when that was going on, is when I was friends with Tammy Blair. Okay. And she had me to put it on, to record for her. And I did. They sent me the link and I recorded it. It was sitting there 10/28/19. I just made it public because I've been making a lot of the videos public lately. Because I'm at the point where I'm done dealing with these people. And unless law enforcement will do something about it, then, you know, again, these are public videos from this lady. Sorry, I want to say woman because she's definitely far from a lady. But these are videos that are public. So, at the time before they, Tammy Blair became friends with these people again, which I don't understand why, but it's not my business in that. This is when Karen Pettit Materna was attacking her. So, I mean, that's where that video comes from. But she's going to try to spin that. Because that's what they do. That's what they try to do. They try to do everything they can to try to attack you and everything else, and then they want to play like they're a victim somehow, and it's not that at all. You can tell by the videos themselves when it comes to this person and the rest of all these people, as a matter of fact. If you pay attention to the videos, like I said, I've responded to shit, and sometimes I responded. I probably shouldn't have in the past. And I admit that, I have no problems admitting the fact that in the past they got a response out of me and they shouldn't have, and I shouldn't have responded. But in the, I guess, want to say the recent past, I guess, I haven't said or anything to these people, and I'm not going to, because like I said, I want to get this done. I feel the only way this will happen and will stop is with law enforcement making it stop. And I think that's the only option that we have. I think that their goal is to either have somebody arrested, me, because this lady does not like me, has stalked me online for freaking years, or it's to have somebody hurt themselves or get hurt. And I think that needs to be stopped.
Nope. Look, a big 16 views. That had nothing to do with him, but yet he inserts himself right in it.
Yeah, sure did.
And then there's some more. All false claims. It's so funny when you listen to these videos. Oh, look, this one's a good one. Let's go ahead and play this again so that we'll have it right here, because he'll take it down now. No, he'll take this one down.
This was live on my Facebook after the event in November. When these people attacked myself and others.
He did Gina fucking Nelms and the rest of them.
Let's go back.
Francis, they're all fucking running around together. Just so
and this was on Facebook. This is him.
What happens,
he doesn't ever do anything.
And then what they did was they went and reported this after these people. Now, mind you,
it's an event.
Karen Materna.
So that's what all this shit starts with me. If I get called a fucking pedophile trying to crowd target me.
My video.
Claiming I have child pornography all over my shit, trying to crowd target me. Drop my fucking phone number. Trying to crowd target me. Threatening to dox where my children live. And some of y'all met my son. Threatening to dox where my children live.
This is before he lied. They all lied and said that we got somebody to try to commit suicide.
Shut the fuck up.
They did. They had a veteran to the point where he almost committed suicide.
Okay. So, you got these people who I used to fucking, and Tammy even defended. For years fucking defended some people. And what happens? Oh, wait a minute. I stopped fucking fighting with somebody. That was the end of all of it. That was the fucking end of it. Stop fighting with somebody.
No, it wasn't. Because then you went after me like you planned.
You don't have a source of fucking entertainment.
This lady's fucking paranoid.
And then you're going to attack Tammy because of it.
He calls this hamming and clowning.
Nope.
See, I kind of held this shit down.
Oh, a big 72
views.
That was me exposing them.
And 4 of them are us.
I offered.
And they went and reported my video.
When this shit got real bad and they were fucking coming at me the way they did, I offered to back off the event, to not go and speak, so it did not. Well, you're not a constitutionalist. You're a liar. With their shit, and I was told, "Fuck no." Yep. So these people who I never met in my fucking life,
one of the ones that attacked the event that I was at.
Even at that point, Gary.
In Washington, D.C.
The same liars that also said alongside you,
these people
that we
had no fucking clue what it was, aside from maybe seeing me on here or on somewhere else.
Yeah, those same people. Yeah, they're about as big a piece of shit as you are.
Fucking knows me.
Let me refresh again. Probably because I paused.
So almost a month. I offered, say, look, this.
Here.
So these people who I never
I've
met
never
in my
accused any of
fucking
them
life,
being a pedophile,
Mike Graves,
even
Michael
once.
Bogus.
Ever.
Even at that point, Gary.
Ever.
The same liars that also said alongside you,
you know, these people
that we made
had no fucking
a
clue
bet
who I was, aside from maybe seeing me on here or on somewhere else.
Yeah, those same people. Yeah, they're about as
everybody lied
shit
except
you
for
are.
them, right?
Knows me. They had no fucking clue who.
Hey, Matt, this is an old one, but, you know, he never does this. He doesn't antagonize anybody. And remember how many days everybody had been silent when he came out on Facebook and did this? Because, you know, it was planned. Because his good buddies that he's talking about
continuously attacking
are telling
and the event and the people involved in the event, both organizers and also
they came on before he did, and they had planned it all. Hold on, I'm gonna let Pam real quick.
This was probably November maybe the 11th or 12th.
So he forgets a lot when he speaks.
I don't forget anything.
A lot. Do you think, Miss Pam?
Yes. May I use my southern voice, because that seems to really trigger them.
Do you think?
Because I'm from Arizona, you know, people in Arizona don't have any accent. Yes. And I'm waiting. I'm just sitting here waiting, Dora. Oh, you made some sad comments yesterday, sir. Oh, my heavens. You're calling the Maricopa Sheriff? Huh.
Oh, yeah. I forgot to tell you that that's not true.
Oh, it's not true that he was calling the Maricopa Sheriff? No. Was he having an episode?
No, but their sheriff was very eager
make fun of a veteran with, like, in general, trying to insinuate he has like PTSD issue or something.
Because of course,
I mean, this is what
sheriff would want to know if somebody was saying that their officers would do something like Dora was saying, which is not true. No. And I certainly wouldn't lie and accuse law enforcement.
No.
Something like that. But that's what these people do.
Yes. Well, they'll hear from me on Monday. I was a very busy person today because I was calling the state of California. Sacramento today. I made a phone call to personnel. And I said, there's this man in Ohio, Urbana, Ohio. And
Cropper lives in Urbana. Oh, is it Urbana? Urbana?
I don't know. I think
on
they say
like
Urbana.
Railroad Street.
I don't
Doesn't he live on the railroad tracks? Does he live on the wrong side of the track?
It's 11 minutes one way and 13 minutes another way.
Yeah, that's what NJ's map said. Yeah,
it showed who called my police department.
And you know, he indicates he's going to pick up his son here and there and back and forth and whatever. But Mr. Cropper's delusional that he wants to tell people what he has joint custody. Oh, excuse me, I'm sorry. I shouldn't say that. Anyway, let me go on.
You see what they did?
No, wait. On that subject, real quick. Yeah. That's why I asked him today when he was so boldly, Pam, boldly bragging that he has had 2 young women or women in his life that have met his wonderful and delightful children. Yeah. And so my question was, did he take her to therapy with him?
Yeah. Well, that would
now they're making fun of the fact my daughter has.
Do you think that's what broke up the relationship?
I don't know. I mean,
because I'm just thinking, if somebody says, "Hey, darling, come with me to meet my lovely, beautiful daughter," and then you show up at the psych office and say, "This is where we have to see one another." I think she left. I'm just betting.
Yeah, she probably packed her. Well, never mind. Anyway, where was I? Oh, about Maricopa. Yeah, I'm going to contact them on Monday. Anyway, so I made this phone call today because I wanted to verify that my records were protected, which they are. Law enforcement records are all protected. They can only be gotten with a court order, but he said he was investigating this.
I'm not investigating anything.
I mean, you were on that phone call. Did you hear me ever say to that officer I was a police officer?
No, and I think if you had, he would have been saying, "My goodness." No.
I'm sorry. Wait, are they saying that the report, done by? Hold, please. I'll get the person's name, the officer's name, who they spoke with. The officer's name they spoke with was Officer Dunn, D-U-N-N. I believe here now, are they trying to say that Officer Dunn lied? Or is dispatch lying here? Because dispatch, for the CFS comments here, so even, let's just say that they didn't say it's Officer Dunn. Dispatch here, okay, on the CFS comments page for the call report. Comment number 3, RP advised that she is ex-law enforcement. So, are they now trying to say that the good folks at the Urbana Police Department are lying on them? Or that the people in Urbana's dispatch area are lying on them? I find that very, very interesting. Because now they're trying to say that now our law enforcement are in fact lying on them. Like, why would they have any reason to lie on these people that are just simply calling in? See, this is the shit they pull. Even now they're doing it to our own law enforcement.
Oh, no. And you see, here's the thing.
Uh-oh. Pam left. Pam left. Where did Pam go? I'm sitting here trying to finish up. I got to wrap Christmas presents when I get home.
They're basically saying that Urbana Police Department lied on them in their reports.
Is anybody still there?
Or that the dispatch lied about them.
If not,
why would they do that?
Yeah, Pam is down. Pam is down. Maybe, Cropper voodooed her into some kind of health situation as he's been wishing on her.
Sure. Yep, absolutely.
Miss Pam. Miss Pam.
This is pathetic.
Well, let me just say this. The Maricopa County, Maricopa County in Arizona is a real hot spot for certain things that go on.
Yeah.
And I don't necessarily know if Dora understands that when he throws out a sheriff's department like that and says that their officers are going to help him do something like that.
Yes, I've been hiding under the bed. It was very, very, and it was very important that they hear exactly the words. And he had lived here in Arizona. He made a lot of friends on the sheriff's department. He's calling them directly. Anyway, I wanted to say that I would hope that probably I would ask when I do get in touch with them that a briefing post be made, that if anyone receives a phone call from David Hitty, that they probably should go directly to their sergeant and report that.
We discussed that. Or Cropper, because, he might just act like Hitty.
Yeah.
Think he has friends.
Yes, that's true. So anyway, I wanted to verify that my records were protected, which they are. But then really, Mr. Cropper, if you were a smart man, if you were a real smart man, you would know that it wasn't until the mid-1980s that women were allowed to be officers.
Why would I know this or look into it? I don't care.
I'm sorry. I am 69 years old. It's hard for you to do the math. I understand that, but
sorry, I'm opening a package.
And here this officer was, you see, on the phone with us, and I don't remember my exact words, but I'm sure that he does because they do record their phone conversation. But I never in my life have ever told anybody I was a police officer. Now, I'm sure that someone like Val, little Daisy, our sweet Daisy, she would say when someone says they're ex-law enforcement, they would be indicating that they were non-uniformed.
You know what? Let me see. I want to pause this really fast. I want to see if I can find where I show the part where she mentions that she is in fact ex-law enforcement. Hold please. Okay, so this is the video that I showed these things. Now, you can see, let me blow this into full screen so it can be on here. And hopefully this shows on a full screen. Let me make sure. Again, sorry about the, if it pops off screen, there we go. So this right here shows, again, this is the video, right? This is where I showed some of the stuff here. So here, RP advised that she is ex-law enforcement. Okay, so when she called in to the dispatch, she says, she advised she is ex-law enforcement. So my question here is she calling this individual who took the call a liar? Are they trying to insinuate that our police department is lying about what they said somehow to cover up for them or for whatever? See, I don't understand this because it's right here in this, point blank. But she's ex-law enforcement. So I'm going to get on here and I'm going to go back to the video. Okay, so back to this video. I just showed where the report says, point blank, they called in and said that she was former law enforcement. Now she's trying to publicly basically say that the Urbana Police Department or the dispatch is lying about what she said. So again, that's what these people do. They try to lie and manipulate this. Now, I'm going to go ahead and hope that these comments will continue to roll. If not, I'll refresh again, but I'm not positive because I looked over and did something else real quick. I wanted to do that real fast. So let's hopefully they'll continue.
Because they do not want any confusion in that they are inserting themselves as being a uniformed officer.
That's right.
Yes. But you have to understand, I think my most concern, I have a few friends that are still alive like I am that worked with me during this period of time, and they are most, I mean, I've posted this, they are most interested in speaking with Mr. Cropper because they don't like what's going on here. Yeah, they don't like even the thought that he would come out on a social public media forum like this and say that I had lied and said I was a police officer.
You showed that.
Because, I mean, how would I have been a police officer back then when there were no female police officers?
That's for you to explain.
Interesting thing. So anytime anyone ever asks me that, when I say, you know, I work for the CHP or whatever, they, oh, were you a cop? No, I wasn't, because women weren't on the force then. But that's no matter, okay? That's no matter. I think I got this all straightened out today. This law disposed, and Miss Anitra and Miss Amy Lynn, stop your bullshit, girls. You know, you look so foolish sitting there saying, she said it all this time and never proved it. You know what, honey, girls, I don't have to prove anything to trash like you. Now,
yes, I had to report that as well. I have to report because I have.
Yeah, she's not a mandated reporter, but she had to report something. Isn't it amazing? To start more shit with other people.
All of that, where Cropper lied and said that I was trying to physically, apparently, attack Amy Lynn. And
I never made that claim even once. What they've done is they contacted a girl named Amy Lynn from Kentucky. They contacted her ex, who came down and beat the crap out of her. And then they contacted her mother and daughter and attempted to ruin her oldest daughter's baby shower with her. They've tried to drive a wedge between Amy Lynn and her family because of the fact that Amy Lynn used to be friends with that Shauna Munet, as I did, and also the Anitra that they just spoke about. We realized how manipulative that Shauna was, and we got rid of her from our friendships, and they've attacked her since. They came on and did like a 3-hour video trashing Amy Lynn, claiming that she wasn't attacked, etc. But they've reached out to her family as well, and that's what they've done. She was making videos, and this is around the time that Amy Lynn was going through baby shower. Her daughter was pregnant, everything else. And so, you know, she made a video with a bunch of hidden stuff. There's a bunch of them in there that they were saying things about. And when they did those, it raised concern that we were worried about the fact that they were going to again contact somebody about Amy Lynn after these people had attacked her for 3 hours mercilessly on the internet about her domestic violence, being a victim and stuff like that. I mean, like, doesn't deny it. Like, she's hardcore about this. She's never said this person did this to me and then lied about the person doing it. They came at her for like over 3 hours. This girl was at a point where she was very, very emotionally drained and vulnerable from that, that they would do that to her. But these people were involved in this.
Amy Lynn came on and said that was a bold-faced lie.
Yeah.
I mean, and
So
then that fairy dust man said, well, this is what made me think that, and he played that video.
Yeah.
And guess what? People that hear that and hear him think that that's a threat to someone.
Oh, yeah.
They think he's pretty much nuts and dangerous at this point.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah, and if people will listen to one part of that video or just that video without everything else that was going on and all the other videos they were doing, then yes, they would think that. But it's convenient for her to do that, to try to, again, show people to have me crowd targeted. So she's proved that they're showing to other people, only showing parts of these things. That's what these people do on a regular basis.
Well, at the same time, he's all of the above. But and then there was this comment about, I said, well, you know, when I spoke to them, I said, you know, there seems to be some confusion here, and I want to offer you, and just, you know, if the officer or his sergeant or lieutenant or even your captain wants to speak with me, I mean, that's perfectly fine. I'll be happy to speak with you. But I will also give you my ID number. Because I had an ID number, and I said, I have paperwork and things, but I'm not coming on social media and putting that information.
Okay. So, unfortunately, I think that the chat thing again had stopped.
I offered, say, look, this...
Daisy, sweet Daisy.
So what I'm going to do is, before we go any further here, I want to pause this because I want to show something. This lady here acts like she's so innocent and everything else, and I want to show part of what she has done to threaten my children. Here is a video, okay, where this is one of Pam's video, okay, and I recorded part of these, and there are two sections here where Pam threatens to put out the full names of my children, where they go to school, and other things, and that's just part of this longer video, which the police department already has. But this is the real Pam, not what she's portraying on this video right now with Materna. Go to the next one.
I mean, I'm so baffled. I'm still baffled, I must say. But Mr. Cropper, do not challenge me. No. Because, you know, there's so much there that would look so embarrassing on you. You already got this sweet tea obsession, and they're over there with the sugar-coated lies, darling. Do you want people to know what schools your children go to and their full names? Mr. Cropper? Public information, Mr. Cropper.
Now, mind you, this lady is from Arizona. This voice she uses is one of her alternate personalities. Absolutely. You can hear her doing it on the video that I'm going back to here in a minute. You can hear it. This lady is nuts. And here she's made one direct threat about my children's full names and where they go to school, etc. So I'm going to go here and it'll have another one.
Someone might put that out. Not me. but someone might. Because you have, on your own admission, you have done everything purposely to piss off the women over here.
Not at all. Never said anything to intentionally piss off anyone. When I do videos, I respond to shit like this. And then they like to hide all their little videos about it. So when I have a video that I come out with about anything, it has to do with responding to shit like this. And what they do is they try to twist it all around. They're extremely upset at the fact that I have exposed Karen Pettit Materna on multiple times, on multiple levels, and that I'm coming after her legally. So they are all pissed off. They're all freaking out. They're all making these videos attacking, making accusations. They're making these videos trying to divert attention away from it, trying to make excuses, etc. Everything they can do, they're all scrambling. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause where you guys won't be able to notice it, except for when I go to the next clip on here on this thing. I'm going to pause this and we'll go to the next one. Okay, so here we are, a few minutes later into the video, of her video. And she is once again, here in a second, going to threaten to put out my kids' information again. So here we go.
Because as long as you challenge us, someone will step up and eventually show your children's Facebook pages. And they won't be as kind as I was about, taking out the pictures on your ex-wife's page. Yeah, shaking those photos out, scribbling over them so people couldn't see their faces. Erasing your address. And the name of those schools, Mr. Cropper? Why was it, Mr. Cropper, when you're sitting there showing us what you got from Lucy and Lucifer, you didn't actually address this? How come you haven't addressed it, Mr. Cropper?
Sorry.
Are you mad? Are you big mad you got? Yesterday I brought out about how phony and fake and whatever, faulicious. We're going to call it faulicious. Shall I spell it for you? Fauxlicious. Faulicious. It's not a word. I'm making this up as I go along.
Obviously.
Just like you've tried to make up everything you have.
Okay, so I show the file from a direct download from Facebook, okay? It's a file that cannot be edited. It's the entire chat downloaded. And I showed where Karen Pettit Materna went and to my daughter's page, screenshotted pictures and comments on that page. And I showed it and exposed what she's done. Now, these people are doing all of these things. So I will. Okay, so I'm going to go back to the other video to record. All right, back to this one here. Hopefully the comments will continue from this point forward.
She would say when someone says they're ex-law enforcement, they would be indicating that they were non-uniformed because they do not want any confusion in that they are inserting themselves as being a uniformed officer.
That's right.
Yes. But you have to understand, I think my most concern, I have a few friends that are still alive like I am that worked with me during this period of time. And they are most, I've posted this, they are most interested in speaking with Mr. Cropper because they don't like what's going on here. Yeah, they don't like even the thought that he would come out on a social public media forum like this and say that I had lied and said I was a police officer. Because, how would I have been a police officer back then when there were no female police officers?
I don't know.
Interesting thing.
So
anytime anyone ever asks me that, when I say, I work for the CHP or whatever, they, oh, were you a cop? No, I wasn't, because women weren't on the force then. But that's no matter, okay? That's no matter. I think I got this all straightened out. today. This law disposed, and oh, Miss Anitra and Miss Amy Lynn, stop your bullshit, girls. You know, you look so foolish sitting there saying, she said it all this time and never proved it. You know what, honey girls, I don't have to prove anything to trash like you. Now,
yes,
is that officer?
I had to report that as well. I have to report because I have
Such amazing
all of
Christian
that
woman that
where Cropper lied and said that I was trying to physically, apparently, attack Amy Lynn, and Amy Lynn came on and said that was a bold-faced lie.
Yeah,
I mean, and then that fairy dust man said, well, this is what made me think that, and he played that video, and guess what? People that hear that and hear him think that that's a threat to someone.
Oh, yeah.
They think he's pretty much nuts and dangerous at this point.
Yeah. Sure. Well, at the same time, he's all of the above. But and then there was this comment about. I said, well, you know, when I spoke to them, I said, you know, there seems to be some confusion here, and I want to offer you and just. You know, if the officer or his sergeant or lieutenant or even your captain wants to speak with me, I mean, that's perfectly fine. I'll be happy to speak with you. But I will also give you my ID number. Because I had an ID number. And I said, I have paperwork and things, but I'm not coming on social media and putting that information out. It's really none of their business, you see, because I'm an honorable person. I have ethics and morals. And when I say something, you can pretty much take it to the bank.
So that means that honorable and ethical person would threaten to put out the full names in schools, etc., in social media accounts of minor children in order to try to blackmail, harass, intimidate, whatever the case you want to call it. An honorable person would do that? Okay. So that's if that's what you call honorable, but if you say you're going to do it, you can pretty much guarantee it. So that means that you're going to actually go ahead and have somebody put out my children's information. My minor children, mind you. See? It's fucking insanity. These people are nuts.
Oh, Mr. Cropper, what's that custody agreement you got there, darling? What is that? Oh, sorry.
Oh, he has that agreement?
I don't know. Has he ever seen that custody agreement?
No, he says I searched for it, but I'll be damned. Let me tell you something. If I wanted it, I would go there and drive to the courthouse.
I'm sure that she would. What she tried to do is exactly what the chat shows, is that she went digging for my divorce paperwork. Period. Like she went looking for it, could not find it because our county does not have the funds, did not get the grant, did not get the funds to put the divorce paperwork online. Okay. I think that's probably one of the reasons she probably got a hold of my ex-wife as well, to get information like that. But she did. She tried. It's in that chat. And I actually have video of that section of the chat as well, that I believe has already been given to law enforcement. If not, I will make sure that it does get to them the next time that I drop information to them. So let's get back to this so I can hurry up and finish it.
And get it myself.
Most certainly.
I mean, it's not a
Most
secret.
Certainly. You know what? I think that is my next thing, because my friends have some friends up in well, I have some relatives, not blood relatives, but by marriage relatives up there, and they have invited me up, and it's not very far from one place, from point A and to point B. I may just go file a restraining order and stay for a couple of weeks just to handle the restraining order.
I know, because that's what they suggested for me too.
I'm sure that they did. The thing of it is, with all the information and proof I have what these people have done to me, I'm the one who needs a restraining order, and so do my children. As a matter of fact, that's a good idea. I think that's what I'll be doing, is I'll be going and getting a restraining order because of the threats against my children and myself. I believe that is exactly what I will be doing to stop them from harassing, mentioning myself or my children. So that's a good idea. I'll be doing that.
Yeah, I think we games. I think he's now running my employment. That lied. He's doxing me, putting my phone number. Did I mention today? Well, I didn't have any more phone calls today, but yesterday through the night.
That's a flat ass bullshit lie. I know for a fact this lady didn't. I didn't call. I didn't tell anybody.
So almost a month.
So
I offered, say, look,
for me, this is a bunch more bullshit lies about this. This is what these people do. She's gonna try to somehow play the victim again.
Sorry.
He has that agreement.
I don't know. Has he ever seen that custody agreement?
No, he says I searched for it, but I'll be damned. Let me tell you something. If I wanted it, I would go there and drive to the courthouse and get it myself.
Most certainly.
I mean, it's not a
Most
secret.
Certainly. You know what? I think that is
like
my next thing, because my friends have, I have some friends up in, well, I have some relatives, not blood relatives, but, by marriage relatives up there. And they have invited me up, and it's not very far from one place, from point A and to point B. I may just go file a restraining order and stay for a couple of weeks just to handle the restraining order.
I know, because that's what they suggested for me too.
Yeah, I think we just games. I think he's now running my employment. That lied. He's doxing me, putting my phone number. Did I mention today? Well, I didn't have any more phone calls today, but yesterday through the night. Why I have had so many phone calls.
Now, isn't it amazing, okay, that this person right here was doxed by Gina Nelms? Now, they're all friendly with Gina Nelms. They want to act like Gina didn't dox this woman. And she threatens to dox the names, full names, and where my children go to school at. And now wants to come on here playing a victim role because I showed a report that they falsely filed a couple of months ago and showed who contacted. Because then they would be like, oh, prove it was me. Okay, well, I proved it was them, and I proved to everybody else that these people have been attacking other people. We already know this. So I showed them what the thing said for mine, who was doing it, what was said, etc. And then I advised people to go to their police departments to get copies of any call logs or of any sort of reports, etc., because these people are out making false phone calls and police reports in an attempt to try to get people in trouble. That's what they've been doing. Obviously, I found out myself 2 months almost after the fact, so I warned people to go and get the information of their own so that they can fight against this as well. But it's funny she
so
plays
many.
victim.
There's no reason calling me. I'm not going to take your call. Okay, let me tell you that. You're just wasting your breath and your little finger pushing there. Okay, I'm not taking your call. Miss Tina, no, I'm not taking your call either, darling. Not again. And I have that other call that she made, those 2 calls. Remember those? And so let's just stop playing. And Miss Tina, whatever that report says, it's none of your business. I see you asked him directly for a copy of that.
Who are we talking about now?
You know what? I do declare, when I spoke to the police department, I spoke to his police department, I spoke to my police department. I said, so clarify this for me, would you please? Oh, my heaven. I think he's outside in the bushes. I said, could you tell me, when you hand over these papers to someone, I said, do you encourage them to harass and threaten the people that made those reports?
I didn't threaten anybody at all. My video is still up. Nor did I harass anybody. I simply showed who called. I showed what they said, which was a lie. And Materna has admitted to the fact that it was a lie. Point blank admitted it was a lie. I never said that I had child pornography on my devices. She said it point blank. So there's no harassing. There's no threatening of anything. I told other people to go to their police department. So again, more lies, an attempt to target and again have the police involved with more false reports.
Oh no, ma'am. You know, they sign those. Oh, they sign for that, don't they? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Just don't hand it willy-nilly to anybody coming in there. So, you should have paid attention to what that said, Mr. Cropper, because they clearly read to me what that paperwork says when you take it out of their hands. Oh my heavens. Well, anyway. What else was that?
If he had talked to somebody, they probably would have reminded him of that.
Yeah.
But, you know, since he wants to...
I got this directly from an individual. Handed it to me under the little slot in the window at the records department. It was simply handed to me. And again, all I did was share a public document. Period. I shared a public document, okay, that involved me and other people, and I advise other people to go to their police department and make sure they don't have false calls and reports on them.
Go and crowd target and try to hurt people further online with something like that, just to show that, I don't know, what he's trying to say. Yeah.
You know, I mean, so, now here's an interesting thing, darling. I can go online for certain things and I can buy the report and get like a PDF file or whatever and print it out myself at home. That's an interesting thing. I don't even have to go to the police department to buy like certain things. Now an arrest report would be different because that would have different forms and things in it that, you know, you won't get that until you've been I don't even want to speak about. But anyway, I think it's very important. I just want some reinsurance because I am beside myself in grief that I was so kind and so courteous to.
Well, the disclaimer from the records department, and it's that way for every single law enforcement agency, clearly says what those incident reports can be used for and what they cannot be used for.
There's no disclaimer anywhere. I didn't sign anything. I have signed not a single thing. Not at all. Nothing. There's nothing anywhere saying anything. So again, this is them attempting to crowd target and start bullshit.
Yeah, even if you get it online. In fact, I think you have to check the little box.
Yep. And say you understand.
And do you understand this? Is this in English? Do you need this in another language?
He doesn't understand. Mm-hmm. So, but his little followers over there, they think that he's cute.
Oh, they thought it was, yes, they got really excited. But then there was this other situation, this conversation that he was having.
Well, Pam, let's just say this, not to mention the video spoke for itself.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, the video he did talking about what was sent to him over the internet spoke clearly for itself. Maybe he should play that side by side.
Yeah.
And
what was sent to me over the internet? The part of the victim statement, or what are we talking about here? Because I don't even know what they're talking about.
See what a good job Miss Pam and myself did in reporting that to law enforcement.
Yes.
Because it was extremely alarming.
It was alarming.
No,
it was, especially when you use the word.
Yeah, let me ask a question here then. I know that whoever's going to see this video, here's a question. Now, this video, happened on a Wednesday. All right. Why, if it was so alarming, did they wait 2 days? 2 whole nights, as a matter of fact, 2 nights to contact the police department and make a video about it. When Karen Pettit Materna made the video, it was a Friday night. She waited 2 whole nights to make that video and to contact law enforcement. If it was so concerning to them, why did they wait 2 days? You know, just a question that I'm hoping that everyone is asking for themselves too.
Outing a pedophile.
That's right.
I mean,
so, and then you say you got all the evidence sent to you over the internet.
You received it. It was given.
A lot of it.
A lot. And all of these photographs. You're going to show these photographs. And, oh, my heavens, I did not know. And we were so.
So I still,
I just feel that
and if you don't want somebody to say that you said you were going to burn their house down, then don't say it.
And again, here, I'll say this again. I have never said I'm going to burn this woman's house down. What I did say is that legally, I'm going to do everything I can to stop her. And then when it comes to a lawsuit, when I win her house, I'm going to donate it to her local fire department for them to use as training, because I want no part of living in Alabama. So what I said was I would donate it to their fire department. And she spins this to say that I claimed I was going to burn her house down, to which there is zero proof of that, because I've never in my life said that. But again, they're now spinning it again to try to crowd target and start more shit.
Oh, or what else were we doing? Oh, my heavens. What else were we doing? We put out my address. I hope that he
Nope, I did not put out her address. In fact, she's already said herself that she's moved from that address recently. So the address that I put out was not her address. So this right here is a bunch more bullshit. She has moved in the past month. The call was from 2 months ago. She no longer lives at that address. So again, more attempt to try to have crowd targeting.
Hello.
Hello?
Okay, well, guys, I got to jump off. So maybe somebody, do y'all want me to finish showing that? Because I have not seen that in a while. I do have it recorded. But,
hello?
Because his entire YouTube is recorded.
Good.
But.
Hello.
Good.
And has been.
Hello.
Along with his Periscope and every other social media account he has.
So here we go with this woman fully admitting my Facebook and every account that I have has been stalked and everything else, whether it has anything to do with these people or not. She just admitted everything. So you tell me who is obsessed with who. You tell me who is stalking who. Who is being the aggressor and who is responding to who. These videos speak for themselves. This is what these people do. And law enforcement has to stop them or it won't stop.
Because when, if somebody's he is obsessed. He is absolutely obsessed. And unlike Matt and Firefighter, the way he goes hard on Pam, knowing.
And see, here's another attempt to spin some stuff here because, again, I just showed a few minutes ago where Pam threatened my children's identity and where they go to school, etc. I showed all of that. Okay? So that's where we're having a big issue here. Okay? And they try to spin this like Pam's the victim. When you see the real Pam Liggett in the phone call, in the video that I put part of it into this video, that is the real Pam Liggett. The false police reports, that is the real Pam Liggett. And she comes on here and they try to make it where she's some innocent old lady who does nothing. Yet she makes those threats. Don't you challenge me, Mr. Cropper. That's the real Pam. Not this little person that they're saying that is so old and by herself. The person in the video that I showed is the real Pam.
And that she is elderly and lives alone is just disgusting. So I'm going to jump off and I got to get out of here. I got things I got to do. Dinner being one of them. So when I get home, I'll check back. Oh, can y'all hear me? Y'all tell me if you can hear me because my emailed. So if y'all can hear, let me know. But the reason I said go, G-E-A-U-X, is because the Peach Bowl is in my future. No, yes, it is. Lady. All right. I got to go. Talk to y'all later. Yes, the Peach Bowl is in my future. That's why I said go, G-E.
Okay. So again, I know this is taking fucking forever. Let's try to see, because there's another video she did after that. It's another 5 minutes. I will try this one here. I will attempt to not say anything until at least after. I want to make sure it is in fact the same thing being shown. Okay.
Real quick, because I do have to go, but I just wanted to show something real quick about how, you know, all the lies that have been exposed today through all the fairy dust
minutes
that's
later
been spread. And here's another one. He said that he doesn't ever hide anything that he has said. Everything is right there out for everyone to see. That's what he has said over and over and over again. Well, I would like to know where, I would like to know where, I gotta get out of the way, where these are. Where are these videos? Where are they? Where are all these videos? Where are all those videos? Because everything that he has said, and he is on these talking, everything that he has ever said is out there for the public to see. Well, where are all these? Where are they?
Mm-hmm.
Well, this was when, you know, he was attacking, and you'll notice some of the same words that these people use, threats, things.
Yeah. So this right here is now she's claiming I was attacking them. Now that these people, they're attacking, that they hate so much, the Turners, okay? NJ Turner, they're claiming they hate these people and they're such horrible people. Yet now what she's trying to do is flip this around, saying that I'm attacking these people. Now, you see, the Turners had a bunch of videos about me, and I had a bunch of videos about them when we were going back and forth. And we agreed that once we decided we were going to stop fighting and act like grown-ass adults, that we were going to go ahead and take the rest of that shit down, which is exactly what happened. After multiple years of going back and forth and arguing, we acted like adults and made a truce and stopped the bullshit to attempt to go on with our lives. And all those other posts were removed for them. So that was part of our agreement. We grew up. We acted like grown-ups. Okay? Now you can see 1 week ago, all these things like this. These right here are screenshots from forever ago. There's been none of this up since August. But you can tell they went through and did all these things. Now this is probably when she was friends with the Turners, when she was using the Turners as her mouthpiece. But those videos, we agreed when we agreed to the truce to just delete all the bullshit from the past from all of us and grow up and be grown-up adults. Excuse me. That's what adults do.
Things like that, just to get, you know, just to so where are all these that he had public? Oh, look, this is when he was too scared to say my name. Look.
No.
He was too scared. He was just beginning this obsession.
So, okay, I've never been scared of saying her name. Now, she didn't come out until after the Turners decided that they were done arguing with me, and this one couldn't use them as their mouthpiece. And see this a minute ago. This woman has stalked my social media accounts for a very, very long time. Very long time. And this proves it. This absolutely proves it. And she's now saying that I attacked attacked these people, yet now she's saying how vile these people are and that they're attacking other people. But you see how she conveniently twists a lot of this stuff.
So look, where are all these? Look, he's butting into everybody's business. There's Miss Blair. Mm-hmm. Oh, look, Jay from Scope, threats on the live.
This person here was threatening and getting in people's social media like Snapchat and things like that to go and rape and murder them. This was here, and it should still be there, for law enforcement to show what he was saying in those chats as well. But do you see how she's trying to now spin this?
There he goes. Look, who's he talking about right there? Somebody else threatening him.
They didn't threaten me. They were threatening women. But again, she's trying to spin the bullshit. This is what's going on. This is me the proof of this guy literally stalking these people online. Women, threatening to murder them, fucking rape them in front of their children and things like that. That's what this person was about. But by all means, you know, let's go ahead and try to spin this for her own personal gain.
I mean, all these people just come straight after him, don't they? And he does the same thing to everybody, just whatever floats his little fairy dust.
This is amazing.
Boat. Yes, he does. That's not all of them. But there's much, much more that he does not left in the public for everybody to view. So, again, you will notice that there will be 3 or 4 up at a time, 3 or 4. And so just keep note of that, because that is what it, this one says from Scope, threats on the live. That's what it says. Yes. He's, you know, these go way back. He's been doing this for a long time, but he says he's protecting himself.
It's funny because now this lady just admitted she's been stalking my shit for a very long time. Very, very long time. Isn't it amazing how she just told herself? These people are insane.